Today, we're really getting into some of the biggest mysteries out there in cosmology.
Absolutely. We're talking dark matter, dark energy, cosmic inflation, the real heavy hitters.
Yeah, the stuff that, even with our best standard model, Lambda CDM, we still kind of label as, well, unknown, right?
Exactly. They're like these placeholder terms showing the gaps, the deepest fissures in our current understanding.
But the material we dove into for today suggests something pretty bold, a new framework.
Very bold. It centers on black holes, but not as we usually think of them, not just passive objects.
Okay, so what's the twist? They're active.
Active agents, yeah.
Yeah.
The core idea is that they are literally dynamically consuming the fabric of space-time itself.
Wow. Okay, consuming space-time. And this single process, this space-time infall and annihilation, they call it.
That's the term, yeah.
It's meant to explain all three: inflation, dark energy, and dark matter.
That's the ambitious proposal. One underlying mechanism tying it all together.
Right. So let's unpack that. Space-time. Usually get the trampoline analogy, you know? Mass warping it.
That analogy only goes so far, though. It makes space-time seem passive, static. This framework says it's a dynamic medium.
So black holes aren't just dense.
Not just dense. Think more like active drains, sinks, vortices constantly pulling in the very substance of space-time.
Okay, drains in the cosmic ocean. So what happens at the bottom of the drain? The singularity. Physics usually just stops there in our models.
Well, here the singularity gets a new job description. It's not just where maths breaks down. It's an active terminus.
Active terminus, meaning?
Meaning it's the place where the space-time manifold, our four-dimensional reality, is actually deconstructed, fundamentally removed from our universe.
Removed. Okay, that's a big conceptual leap. And this removal, this suction that drives the big cosmic effects.
That's the engine, yes. Which brings us to dark energy. The standard explanation, vacuum energy, has that massive cosmological constant problem, right? Off by 120 orders of magnitude.
Yeah, famously wrong. So how does space-time consumption fix that?
Well, in this model, dark energy isn't some mysterious energy in space. It's an emergent property of space.
Okay.
It's like a global tension across the entire space-time fabric. The fabric is constantly being pulled, consumed by all the black holes acting together.
So the expansion isn't pushed by energy, it's pulled by this constant loss. Space stretching to compensate.
Exactly. The universe is trying to maintain its integrity against this ongoing removal. It elegantly sidesteps the cosmological constant problem.
Huh. And does that connect to the Hubble tension, the disagreement in expansion rate measurements?
It potentially explains it directly. If the engine is the total space-time consumption by black holes, that engine wasn't as powerful in the early universe.
Ah, because black holes grow over time. Or more form.
Both.
Yeah.
So the universe's expansion rate wouldn't be constant. It should be faster today than what you'd extrapolate from the early universe. The tension becomes expected data.
Right. Not a tension, but a feature of an evolving universe. Okay, that's clever. So, moving on, what about dark matter? Still no WIMPs.
Still no WIMPs, yeah. Lots of searches, nothing definitive.
Yeah.
This framework asks, what if it's not a particle?
So, it's the black holes again.
It's the local gravitational effect of space-time being consumed, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially by swarms of, say, primordial black holes or around supermassive ones.
So those halos around galaxies, they're not clouds of invisible particles, but the gravitational fingerprint of space-time sinking into countless black holes.
That's the interpretation. The missing mass effect is generated by this continuous space-time infall in those regions. Mainly PBHs and SMBHs doing the work.
Okay, this is tying a lot together. What about the very beginning? Inflation usually needs that influent field.
Another placeholder, arguably.
Yeah.
Here, inflation is reimagined. Our universe's start isn't from a singularity, but a big bounce.
A bounce from what?
From a state of maximum compression inside, potentially. A black hole in a parent universe.
Yeah.
An explosive rebound of space-time.
And that rebound itself smooths things out and expands space rapidly, doing the job of inflation.
Precisely. It naturally resolves the flatness, horizon, and monopole problems without needing a separate inflicting field. The bounce is the inflation.
Which implies cycles, right?
Yeah.
A universe before ours.
Yes, and potentially one after. Instead of heat death or a big rip, the idea is the growing black hole population eventually triggers a universal collapse. A big crunch.
Leading to another big bounce, a cyclic universe.
Exactly, which also offers a neat way around the black hole information paradox. Information isn't destroyed.
It's passed on to the next universe in the cycle.
That's the suggestion. It's conserved across cycles.
Wow. Okay, so this framework really puts black holes center stage. They're not just endpoints, they're the drivers of cosmic evolution from beginning to end.
It paints a picture of black holes as the primary actors, fundamentally reshaping our view of cosmology.
And crucially, this isn't just philosophical. You mentioned it makes testable predictions.
It does. Things we could potentially observe soon, like unique gravitational wave signatures from merging black holes that might differ slightly from standard predictions.
What else?
We might be able to actually measure the Hubble constant changing slightly over cosmic time, if we get precise enough, and maybe detect a tiny positive spatial curvature.
So real observational tests are possible. We might actually find out if black holes are truly running the cosmic show.
That's the exciting part. These ideas, radical as they sound, could be tested. We might be on the verge of seeing if space-time really is being eaten.